3 boys and a girl. They are everything. They are why they drive us every day, and they're just incredible human beings. Our oldest is a boy. He just is finishing his first year of law school. Could not be more proud of him. He's done a great job this year. He's all the way out in California, so he had to move clear across the country to go to school. I just couldn't stay in Florida, I guess. But our daughter, she's at the University of Florida, finishing up her 3rd year. We have a son who's a business major at the University of Central Florida. He's finishing up his 1st year. You're hearing the expenses that we're incurring right now, right? And our baby, who's 16, who plays hockey. Yes, we have hockey in South Florida. And he's a very good hockey player, but there's only so far that you can go with hockey. So he took a look and said, wait a minute, everybody's gone this year? I'm not staying. And he took an offer from a prep school in Connecticut. And in September, we moved him out of the house. So we're empty nesters already. Right? Yeah, I have to remind him to put his clothes on when the kids come home. That's true. It's the truth. Not exaggerating. So we actually are traditional business owners. We have a painting company, a residential painting company, and a limousine company. Being business owners has always been wonderful. I've been very blessed to stay home with the kids, plus help run companies. It's a lot of work, but there's a lot of gratification in it. We're doing great with that. We were buying and selling real estate, flipping houses. We love to do that as well. 9/11 happened. Everybody stopped traveling, which meant our limousine company was slowly starting to deteriorate. And then does anybody remember 2007, 2008 with the economy?
Subprime crisis.
Horrible. When you own service businesses and people stop spending money, what do? We had people we were employing. We had $100,000 of overhead with 2 companies to attempt to continue with, half of the amount of money coming in, a mortgage payment of our own, 4 children to support, and properties that we could not get rid of because nobody was going to buy anything at that time, obviously. So for the first time in my life, we had to sit, I watched my husband, I couldn't even do it, couldn't even bring myself to do it. Watched my husband on a computer apply for government assistance. Could not believe we were in that position. One day a girlfriend of mine said to me, you guys could use some help, and I just found out about this business, and I don't know much about it. I'm going to go hear a little bit more about it, and then I'm going to come talk to you about it in a couple days. I said, great. She came back to me and said, it's a shopping online business, makes sense to me, and there was just something in my gut that trusted her. I pulled out my credit card with the last $500 that we had on it. Signed up for this business. I had no idea what it was. I never spend money like that without consulting him.
She didn't have a clue.
Didn't have a clue. Then I had to come home and tell him what I did.
She said she joined a shopping club. I thought she joined Costco.
And then I said, we have to go to someone's house and learn what this is about, and we have to do this tomorrow night. He was so angry. We fight very little, but he literally did not speak to me. And the next day we go to this presentation, and he's sitting there with his arms folded, like I'm sure you guys have seen people like this as you're trying to talk about the opportunity, right? He's just like this. Now remember, his father is a forensic accountant who's put people away for years for Ponzi schemes and pyramids.
So I was told, don't you ever look at anything like this.
And there we were learning about a network marketing company. But as the lady was presenting this opportunity to us, and it was making a lot of sense, shopping online, everybody does it, all of a sudden he got so excited, jumped on board with me, off we went. A year and a half, I would say later, made us 6 figures, completely helped offset our income, gave us the little direct sales bug that we love so much. Second company was a telecommunications company. We thought it would be great. Worked really hard, worked all the time. I had to stay home still with kids. He would go out at night and do these presentations. I would help him when I could. Worked and worked and worked up the ranks. Nobody but us was making money. One day we get a phone call that the gentleman that sponsored us had left. He was supposed to have been making $50,000 a month, and he walked away from the business. We couldn't understand why. I'm doing a college tour with our daughter. My husband calls and says he quit. This gentleman quit, he left, and I'm going to go up to meet him right now and find out what the story is.
So, top 10 in the world, would you ever think somebody like that would resign? Never. So I get up to him, and he's crying on my shoulder, basically confessing that everything was built on lies. And I don't know if you all, but I don't like lies. I really don't. I'm a man of integrity. I'm honest. I'm genuine, sincere. Everything that we've built in our lives as far as business has been by word of mouth. Okay, so I don't like lies. So I got up to him, and he said that he had resigned and left that company because he had found something better. And I go, great, here we go. He's going to start pitching me. He's going to start recruiting me to the next thing, kind of thing, right? And he says, I've joined a coffee company. And I go, ugh, I don't drink coffee. Coffee upsets my stomach. It actually makes me go to the bathroom. So he's trying to recruit me into something that I'm saying, how am I going to be involved with a business that makes me go to the bathroom? How am I going to be a product of the product, right? So he says, I want to introduce you to somebody, which I went and met this guy. This was our former company. And he goes, James, you're a businessman, right? And I said, yeah. He goes, it doesn't matter whether you drink coffee or not, 80% of the rest of the world does. Okay? 75% of the rest of the world needs to lose weight. Second most consumed beverage in the world. Okay? Second most traded commodity next to gas. Habitual means residual. And I'm sitting there going, God, this makes a lot of sense. So I had to more or less forgive the guy in regards to all those lies. And I joined that former company, my wife and I, and we're very thankful because in a 3-year period of time, we were top 10 in the company, made about $500,000. Our biggest month was $44,000 in 1 month. Could never have done it without the team. The team is everything, guys. The team is everything. But the whole time we were there was something wrong. Something just, have you ever sensed that there's something wrong? Okay. That guy that I had followed, he was continuing his same egotistical, greedy type of I mentality, personality, you know what I'm saying? And we're servant leaders. We believe in serving others. Arlene, you had said the other day that if you help somebody else's dream come true, yours will naturally come true, right? Okay. She's got the right mentality. It isn't about us being up here on stage. It's about us sitting there and watching you guys on stage. That's the key. When we are there watching you, that's what makes us cry. Because we had a part in changing your lives, okay? So for that last year, things were really difficult at that other company because I was having an internal struggle myself, really struggling with what was going on because I knew I wasn't involved with, even though we made $500,000, we weren't involved in the right thing, okay? I met a gentleman there by the name of Corey Johnson. Corey Johnson, where you at? Woo! There he is. We're very positive people, so we knew that one thing was going to lead to the next, okay? So I got a phone call from Corey Johnson, and he said, James, we're ready for you and your wife. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And he said, well, behind the scenes, we've been putting together a weight loss coffee company. I'm like, really? He says, I want to introduce you to this guy, Dave Jordan. And I'm like, okay. Guys, I got in a plane that week and went up to meet that man right there, Mr. Dave Jordan, okay? And this is a funny story, all right? When I got to him, he didn't stop talking. I'm there for business, trying to figure out what the next best thing is going to be, because as leaders, I had to go back to my team, 5,000 people, and say, we're going to jump ship and we're going to change. I'm there for business, and all this guy wants to do is talk. And while he's talking, He's changing his voice every other sentence. At one moment I was sitting with Jimmy Carter, the next minute I was sitting with Ronald Reagan. And he's changing his voice, am I right, Dave? It was hilarious. And I'm going, is this really what you brought me to? Okay. He then goes, give me a name of somebody who sings. And I go, Michael Jackson. He goes, and he starts singing Michael Jackson. I'm like, did you just do that? Unbelievable. He was hilarious. He was funny, okay? What Dave doesn't know, what I was looking for there, is I was scoping him out. I was looking at the pictures on the shelves. I was trying to figure out who that guy was, okay? Because I wanted to be involved, we wanted to be involved with a company where an owner had heart.
Come on now.
Heart.
Come on now.
That man has got heart. He's got the vision. He has the heart. He's a man of integrity. That's what I was looking at that day, okay, was heart. We are grateful and thankful to be in business with you. Yes, super duper. Okay. So we left that former company roughly about 90 days ago, shared it with our team. Our team followed us. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. Couldn't be more excited, guys. You were at the right place at the right time. Take this very seriously. It is going to be the biggest thing that you've ever done in your lives, including with ourselves and so forth. If you grab that real quick. Yeah. There was another gentleman that I met at the last company that I want to talk about real quick, if I can do this correctly. No? Dave, how do we do this? Green go. If you would, somebody just go to the next slide for me. It's obviously I'm not going to do it. If everybody would go to your red bag and pull out a book that you were given, please. At our former company, besides meeting Corey Johnson, we met an amazing gentleman by the name of John Parenza. Just like Dave, this man is an incredible man. He's got a heart of gold. He is honest, genuine, sincere, and I'll follow this man anywhere just like Dave, okay? Because that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for heart. I'm looking for somebody that believes in family, okay? This book that's in that red bag of yours is called Right or Almost Right. Read it, okay? It is awesome. It's everything that you need to know about what you've gotten involved with. It's incredible, okay? And the title couldn't be better. Right or almost right. The last company we were with, guys, it was almost right. It didn't have the heart and the family. And this company, guys, this is the right company. This gentleman is somewhere around here. You see his picture, find him. We want to include him in this family. Have him sign that book. Ask him questions. Tell him how much you want him here, because I'm telling you guys, he's amazing and he's coming. I'm a very biblical man, okay? And I believe that all things are possible. And that guy right there, Mr. John Parenza, I'm telling you, will be here. So to close this out, we were asked to give a couple of tips. So I'd like to obviously give it back to my lovely wife to share a couple of tips, and then I'll give my own.
Well, it's funny, in the last coffee company, we really led with the opportunity first and foremost, and we realized later on in retrospect, the reason we did that was the product was nothing compared to this coffee. We are so much more so leading with this coffee. You guys all know that. You've been hearing it all weekend long, how amazing this product is, and it's just a matter of sharing a cup of coffee with somebody. But the most important thing, it doesn't matter, when you get a new rep, that person joins you, you have to kind of treat them like they're a baby. Unless they are a seasoned networker and they know what they're going to do, confused people don't necessarily do anything. And sometimes people don't ask for help when they want to because they're kind of intimidated or scared and they don't know what to say or how to say it. So it's really, really important when you bring on that new person to assist them. It's much easier working in other people's warm markets than it is trying to go out in a cold market. any day of the week. So when you get that new person in, help them create a list of contacts. People prejudge all the time. We were the classic couple that had this beautiful house, had great cars in the driveway, 4 kids. People thought our businesses were okay. They wouldn't have necessarily approached us because they would have thought we were too busy, not knowing we were dying inside financially. Have that conversation with them to share with them how to share with their friends, not only this amazing coffee, how simple that is, but are you looking at another stream of income? Could you use some extra money into your house? I mean, $500 to $1,000 to a lot of people coming through their home makes a complete lifestyle change for people, let alone $2,000, $5,000, $10,000 a month. So it's really important, and we're really big on this. Get into other people's more markets, but help that new person as much as you can. Sit with them, coach them, mentor them, get them to a point where they feel really comfortable themselves talking about it, because not everybody does. Not everybody's really extroverted and can do that kind of thing, and just remember that. They're not you. Anything else you want to say about that?
As I prayed on this tip, a word came into my head, which was believe. And the first day I got here, look at your programs. What does it say? Believe. Okay? You've got to believe 1,000% in what you're doing. You have an amazing product, an amazing opportunity. You have to believe, guys. And when you believe, you'll speak with conviction. You'll speak right from your heart. You'll get excited about it. You have to believe. Who out there believes? One more time. Who believes? This is it, guys, but I want to share one last tip from you from the Bible, okay? Words are powerful, but words can be cheap. Actions speak louder than words. Okay? So I want to share a tip with you that'll change your life, okay? Anybody ever heard of a gentleman by the name of Les Brown? Oh, he's a good motivational speaker, right? Les Brown said it best, okay? You've got to get hungry. I work for one person and one person only.
All right.
Okay? I live in purpose every single day, my wife and I, changing people's lives spiritually, financially, and personal growth and health. You are in the business to change lives. You've got to get hungry about changing people's lives. When you're hungry, you're unstoppable. Dale Horsley, let me hear you say, I'm hungry.